This isn't just a Pokémon. This is something the mountain learned to fear. High above the clouds, Articuno moves, and everything below starts preparing before it even arrives. Because up here, you don't wait to see it, you feel it first. The air thins, the temperature drops, and suddenly the sky is no longer safe. We follow it down, into a valley that has survived this before. Seal shift immediately, sliding between ice channels they already know by memory. Dugongs surface once, take a single breath, then vanish beneath frozen water. Even Lapras turns away because nothing here challenges the cold. Articuno descends slowly, not hunting yet, just choosing where the world changes next. It lands without sound, and the ground answers. Snow tightens, ice spreads, the entire valley locks into place around it. This isn't an attack, this is control. On a distant ridge, a group of Delibird keep feeding. They haven't seen it yet, but Articuno has. It doesn't rush, because it doesn't need to. It lifts its head, and the air begins to change. Moisture freezes mid-air before anything has time to react. Then, the beam hits. Not light, pressure. The slope turns to glass instantly. Delibird lose grip, sliding, tumbling, gravity finishing the hunt. Articuno doesn't chase, it steps forward and lets the mountain do the killing. One wingbeat, and the air itself becomes force. Everything collapses inward. Then, silence. But the valley doesn't reset. It holds the cold like a scar that doesn't heal. Nothing moves for a moment, because something else always follows. And it does. A crack forms beneath the surface, then another, then the entire slope gives way. The avalanche begins. Seal dive instantly, cloister seal shut, anything exposed disappears. Articuno launches upward, choosing chaos over burial. The air turns violent, turbulence tears through the sky, even the cold can't control it now. For the first time, Articuno isn't in control. It fights the storm, barely holding altitude as the mountain collapses beneath it. Then, something rises through the whiteout, still, watching. Magneton, drawn to exactly this moment. Because Articuno didn't just bring cold, it changed the air. And now, the air belongs to something else. The charge builds, snow trembles mid-air, then lightning splits the storm. It hits. Articuno jerks, wings locking for a fraction of a second. That's all it takes. It drops, just slightly, but up here, slightly is everything. It forces control back, then dives, not away, toward survival. A narrow rock corridor, dry, tight, safer. It lands hard, but Magneton follows anyway, because space doesn't stop electricity. Another surge builds, stronger this time, the cold now working against it, feeding the attack instead of stopping it. So Articuno changes, not strategy, instinct. It stops aiming at Magneton and aims at the mountain. Cold drives into the rock, cracks spread instantly, pressure builds, then collapse. The corridor seals, stone and ice cut the path behind it. Silence. Articuno escapes, but not untouched. Its flight is heavier now, slower, because control costs energy, and it's running low. So it climbs, higher than before, where even survival becomes difficult. Onyx grips the mountain to avoid being torn away. Zubat hide in the smallest shadows, and even here, the air is thin. Articuno lands, and for the first time, it doesn't attack. It stabilizes, cooling itself, balancing on the edge of its own limits. Too cold, it fails. Too warm, it loses control. Everything depends on staying between. Frost falls from its wings like pieces of something breaking apart. Then it moves again, not hunting, traveling. The mountains fade behind it. The world shifts. Ocean. Endless movement. A different kind of danger. Tentacool drift below. Shelter lock to rock. Lapras moves through deep water like it belongs there. But Articuno doesn't touch the sea, because water changes everything, adds weight, removes control, so it adapts again. A thin freeze across the surface, just enough to trap movement. Then, a dive, a grab, and it's gone before the ocean can take it back. The coastline watches, but nothing follows, because now, this isn't just a hunter. The sky begins to darken, clouds build, pressure rises, a storm forms, and Articuno flies into it, not to escape, to take control. At the boundary of warm and cold, it pulls energy from the air itself. Snow forms instantly, the storm thickens, spreads, grows, not created, controlled. Below, everything reacts, everything adapts, because this is no longer weather, this is something directing it. Even now, Articuno avoids the lightning deep inside, staying on the edge, where control still exists. Because power here isn't about dominance, it's about restraint. The storm settles, the world reshaped beneath it, and Articuno descends once more, silent, untouched, in complete control. Because the truth was never that it brings the cold. The truth is that it decides where the cold goes.